Hey guys, welcome to Track Tech and Toys episode 7. I am still in awe that it is already been 2 weeks since the last update, and so much has happened. So, if you're interested in major track updates, if you're interested in seeing all the new toys I've got, and I've got quite a bit of stuff, and you want to see some cool tech, stick around because we're going to get into it right away. All right, let's start with the track. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to play this video that I've created for it. So here we go. Hey guys, let's talk about the track updates here. As you can see, we've done a little bit more with the terrain here. As you can see, I have the landing pad. Let's go down a bit. So the landing pad has arrived. Kind of got a little mini diorama here with a drop pod and some marines coming out of it. So it's starting to look really cool. The base is starting to take shape. I painted that on, I think, the Hobby Sunday live stream. Looks nice and in place. So all in all, yeah, I mean, we're still continuing to work on the track. You can see I got some containers here. So got some containers in as well. And, Salt did a lot of work here. So overall, the concept is good. However, after my last video and talking to someone who I respect very much in the photography/videography world, I was asked a poignant question in that, do you need the track to be this big in order for you to correctly capture good video? And the reason that she was asking me this was because if you take a look at this amount of space that I have, and even with the amount of lights I have a lot of drop off in lighting. So by shortening the track and kind of dressing up the walls in this room, making them all white, I'll be able to reflect more light. And I can make this room here work really well to capture nice track videos. On top of that, if you look at this side of the track, which is the Lego City, you'll notice that because of this track here, we don't get a lot of access to the Lego City. And what has happened is, because we get lack of access, so in web design and UX, we always say get them to where they want fast. Because we don't have access to the Lego City fast, because we can't shoot properly in the Lego City, I have not really utilized my Lego City track. So if I remove this section of track, yes, I lose maybe the long straightaway. I will gain access to the Lego City track and maybe do some more crazy cool content. I can straighten the Lego City track out as well. And this gives me a second video opportunity here, as opposed to have this track, which, if you noticed, even in my last video, I really didn't use and shoot on this side of the track at all. It just was cool to have, and maybe having a great long straight was impressive, but it wasn't doing anything for my videos. So the decision to make warslot smaller is really from a creative standpoint more than, and even from a usability standpoint, it just makes sense. And that's my decision with the track. And I'll be working on removing this whole track and rebuilding it to the new concept and the new layout, which you saw in the community post. But that shouldn't take too long. A lot of the scenery, which is not bolted down, obviously, for that reason in particular, will be repurposed and used in the new layout. So we don't really lose a lot by doing it. In fact, we might be able to finish off the track faster, and we can also finish off the room in a more pleasing look and utilize most of the lights in the right way. So that's the whole track update. and that brings us out of the track update. Hope you agree with me. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really looking forward to the trimmed down version of warslot 2.0, we'll call it. After shooting the Green Monster video, I got a lot of feedback from more professional videographers, and kind of made sense. What I'm trying to do with my track is really not about racing. It's not about tuning as much as it is about videography and telling stories with these innate cars and giving them life and character. And I have a Halloween special coming up. There is a new track involved with that, and I'm excited to do these kind of things. So it makes sense for me to trim down the track and really get it more video centric than having that really long straight that I can bring back with a drag strip, which is something that I'm thinking about doing very soon. Anyway, that's the end of the track update. Let's get into the tech update. Let's talk about tech. Now, one of the things that we all want as videographers is to shoot that really nice panning shot of the car. Now, we tend to do it handheld. Here we are. This is my Insta360. It's in its pod here, and I can hold this, and this has really good in-body image stabilization, and I can hold this and I can go around the slot car. But let me explain to you something. In the real world, a car is like this big. In reality, in our world, the car is this big. So any small movement as we're going around, even if it's a slight jitter, is pronounced because we're shooting really close and we're feeling the frame, and if we jitter a little bit, it kind of shows. So you tend to see, like, a lot of us videographers on YouTube that are shooting the cars and the hand holding, you'll see micro jitters and you'll see shakes, and I like to eliminate that as much as possible. So introducing my handy helper right here. This is a camera dolly. So let's take a look at my little helper here. We'll call him Fred because he's got to have a cool name. Now, don't mind these are just Velcro tabs. So Fred used to come with a remote. He's fairly inexpensive. And he's a little camera dolly. And initially, I used to tape his remote on here, and then it fell down, and now it doesn't work. But that doesn't mean that Fred is still not useful. He still works. He's got all these buttons on the side that help control him. It's just not as convenient. But let me show you how he functions. So he's got these swiveling legs here that allow him to kind of move in a circular motion or in a straight line. So when you have all the lines here lined up, he moves in a straight line. So it's not very extremely accurate, it's not perfect, but it does the trick. So you turn him on, boom, he'll light up. So right now you have control on speed. You can make him slow, medium, or fast, right? And what it does is, let's just put him in slow. Now, like I said, this is an arm, just a small rig little arm that I use. It just makes it easier for me to kind of move things around. And I use this mostly now. Before, when I first started, I used to use it with my ZV-1. You guys know that camera. I've talked about it thousands of times on this channel. But I used to use it with my ZV-1, and it can handle the payload of the ZV-1. Yeah, even with a little bigger camera, it still handles it. It's got a good payload. But now with the new GoPro and with the Insta360 like I have now, we can really take extra use of what those cameras bring to the table, right? So right now, let's just say I'm going to put on my Insta360. I'm going to unclip it from here, and let me say I just want to use a small little guy. So I'm going to take him out. So this camera now is independent. Can go onto his mount here, boom, and we got it magnetically attached. And I got him on, oops, let's just see. Yeah, I got it. I put him on here. All right, and let's just say I want to do a low angle shot. So I want to take a shot of cars at an ultra low angle across the bow here. So I'm gonna do it like this. So this is a pretty low angle, right? So you can see that. Tighten everything up here. Right, and I got a shot here. So I'm all set up. We'll look at it this way. The camera's pretty low. It's about an inch off the ground here. I put it down, and he's on. And I press go here, and look at him go. So he's now moving this direction. If I click again here, he'll move in the other direction. And obviously, if I'm recording on the camera, it will record what I'm recording. So very cool. Gives me a little bit of assistance when I'm trying to shoot those panning shots, right? Pretty cool. And like I said, when it had the remote, it was cooler because I could actually start and stop it with the remote. Let's just say I want to shoot around this object right here. So this is my object, and I want to shoot at a, I want to make a tight circle around it. So now I got him at a circle level, and I want to take a shot that pans around this this particular object. Gonna bring the speed down to 1 again. Put the wheels into a curved position, and I'm gonna press, and here you go. So you can see. So this is a very tight circle. So obviously it's too tight for what I need. So I'm gonna switch it off here and open up the circle a bit. So, and boom, put it on and open up the circle. So here we go. So boom, I got, if that's the car that I'm shooting and the camera is recording and shooting around the car, and we're not getting the up and down movement. Obviously, if it goes off here, there's like a certain things that it's going to do, but you can see it shooting around this object with no problems. So really cool. I really like Fred, such that I have actually got Fred Senior here, which is another dolly, same concept, but this is the more upgraded one. I've just got this in, so I'm going to test it out. This one is actually app control, so it doesn't have a remote, but it works through my phone and does pretty much the same thing, except this seems to be more robust. Can take a bigger payload, so it can probably carry my full frame DSLR on it. But yeah, just wanted to introduce you to these dollies. Now, he's almost 2.5 times the price of Fred here. Fred is $100 Canadian, which is a steal for what it does. And if you got a GoPro and you really want to like upgrade your panning shots, I think this is a great option for you, right? Right, guys. So, what do you think about Fred? Do you think that he would work in your video workflow? I've certainly had a lot of fun with him. I will continue to have fun with him, and now he's bigger brother. So right here, we'll call him Fred Senior. So yeah, looks like we're gonna have a little bit of fun with these new guys, and I welcome them to part of my tech family. All right, so let's get to the part that everyone comes to see, and that is the toys. What did I get in these last 2 weeks? So first off, let's talk about this car right here. This is my Auto Art WRC World Rally Championship Subaru WRX. Now, this is not a Colin McRae. This is a Lindstrom edition. But recently, Scalextric released the Colin McRae liveried, world champion Subaru WRX. So I was really excited. I immediately placed my pre-order, and we got it in. So let's take a look at it. So I'm just going to unbox it quickly. Pen will do a really good job with the boxing, so give me a second here, guys. I'll just take this apart. All right, here we go. This is the car. Um, really awesome. I'm going to actually take it off its base. So once again, it comes in this green box, which I think is really cool. I really like that it's Scalextric, and all the brands do these special edition boxes. I think it's kind of cool. It's awesome for me. But once again, this is the world champion, 1995 world champion, Colin McRae, Subaru WRX. It says Impreza WRX, and it's got all the logos on it, and it's 1/32 scale. So I'm very happy to get this. Obviously, there's a bit of concern. So what you will find is everyone's complaining about the misalignment of the front axle. Now, is it super noticeable? Maybe not to the average collector, but to once you find out that it's there, it's hard to not look at it, right? And so that's my only gripe about this is like, if you're gonna build something that is so special, then just put a little bit of effort, because as you can see, this is not only on my car, but it's happened on everyone who's got this. So there's an alignment issue with the front axle, right? It's fine on this one side. You see on the right hand side, it looks okay, and then on the left hand side is very prominent. Now, I don't know how much I can do to adjust that. It's something that I will look into, but that doesn't deter from the cool fact of this car. I think it's just awesome to have both these cars in my collection. You can see the differences in blue between the auto art and this one. Obviously, there's two different liveries. The tires are a little bit different, but attention to detail, I think, is very important. And both of these cars are well done. And hats off. I mean, Scalextric did a good job. I haven't run this yet. Obviously, I'll put it on the track and run it. But this is one of my new toys that came in the last 2 weeks. And yeah, I'm super excited about it. All right, guys. Next up in the toys category, I got a big shipment from Magnetic Racing. First of all, I got this for free. This is what Ian and Doug sent me for free instead of Chewits. So Shane, I did not get Chewits. Talking to be to Hughes Sock Garage here. I didn't get Chewits, but I got 2 Portaloos. Awesome. And on top of that, I got figures, like seated figures, which are very valuable to me. So in total, I got 14 of these seated figures here, 7 and 7. So these are extremely valuable to me, and I thank Ian and Doug for sending them to me. But what I bought was, the big new light tower. As you can see pictured here, I got 4 of them with 8 LED lights in each. So lots of light. Why? I don't know. I ordered them with 8 because I do like the LED little cubes. And if I don't use all 8 on a light stand, I will use the cubes separately, maybe to light up some of the garages and stuff. So that was my thinking. Go big, go home, whatever it is. I got 4 of these guys. So really cool. Thank you very much, Ian and Doug, for the gifts. But yeah, that's my Magnetic Racing kit came in. I got a box from Slot Car Corner, and this box has a lot of goodies in it. So we'll unpack it using the top camera. All right, first off, we waited a long time for this. Slot Car Corner, Dave, and Harry from from Home Racing World. They spent a lot of time putting this together, and I want to show their support. It is very expensive to ship stuff from into Canada with the duties and everything, and in fact, these cost me more than I thought. But it doesn't matter. I got 3 of these kits, and I'm very happy to get them. This means that I can now follow George's new video, and if you haven't watched it, I'm going to put a link up here to how to build a scratch build body with this. So I'm very excited to do this. And thank George very much for doing that video, because I will follow it word for word. But that's not all. I also got, when you go shopping, you go shopping. I got 5 of these Predator 25K motors. Marty was raving about them. I like the look of them, so I got 5 of them. So I'm very happy to get these. On top of that, I know most of you don't think I do a lot of tuning, but I actually do try and get around to tuning. And ever since Slot R and Pete have upgraded their legends, I've been looking at what I can do for my legends kit. So I got a couple of these, like RRSS Victor 2's bushings. These are self-aligning bushings. I got I think 2 sets or 3 sets of these. I'm not too sure. But I got 3 sets of these bushings. So pretty cool little Victors. So I'm gonna do some of the upgrades to some of my cars with them, and then I got all these adjustment bushings because these are really cool. So you can adjust them by 0.6 of a millimeter. So I got 3 of the 0.6, I believe. Oh, I got 5. Yeah, I got 5 of the 0.6s and 2 of the 0.3s. So I can make adjustments and reset up cars to be a bit lower or higher, and I really like that. I watched Pete do it on his live stream, a members live stream, and I learned a lot. So I went out and picked these up as I was ordering the kits from Slot Car Corner. I also got braid. So this is the NSR braid. I've heard a lot of good things about it. 0.2 millimeter thickness for race only. I got this braid. I'll try it out. If you guys got any suggestions for braid, just let me know. And last but not least, I was missing the pins for my setup board. So finally, like Slot Car Corner had them in stock, and I picked them up. So I got a set of pins for my setup board, so I can really start the scratch building in earnest. And last but not least, I got a free pen. Who doesn't like free stuff? I got a free pen, so I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot to Slot Car Corner for shipping my stuff. Yeah, I am really happy to get all this. All right, guys, so that brings us to the end of the toy segment. Quite a bit has arrived. Not all of it was cars. There is one more thing that I did actually get during these 2 weeks. I went to a local hobby store. They're tucked away, and I noticed they were having a sale. Walked inside, and lo and behold, they had a slot car section. Now, it wasn't a big section. They had a very small section, mostly Carrera Go, which I have a lot of. And so I'm thinking actually about setting up a Carrera Go track, because I do have a lot of Carrera Go, and I do love the system. It's really fun. But I was there, and I noticed that they had one Scalextric set on sale. And when I mean on sale, it was the price of a single car from this set. And so I picked it up. And this is another box that has arrived and is part of my collection now. And this actually has the new C8R in it from Scalextric. And what I really wanted was this M3, this copper edition, as Pete would put it, from the UK. And yeah, so I got this set, and I will be shooting a Halloween special with it. So if you're into that, and if you like this kind of content, then you can subscribe, and you can see my Halloween special, which will be just as epic as the Green Monster. I'm hoping put a lot of effort into it, I hope, and yeah, we'll have some fun for Halloween. I just want to take 5 minutes of your time extra to talk about something that's new on the channel, and that is memberships. I struggled a lot with trying to come out and offer a membership package, and so let me just get into it. There's a lot of YouTubers that are against it, or feel that it's unfair to ask for people to pay extra for some content that is not available to the public. And that is not what my intent is here. I am very big on building community. And the one thing that I really like is an intimate community where I get to see you, you get to see me, we get to interact, we get to talk. I don't get to do that with a lot of you. But what I wanted to do, something that really, really resonates with me and has resonated with a lot of my guests and everybody who comes to live stream, is after we finish live streaming, it doesn't mean that we log off. A lot of us stay on and we have these really, really cool, candid conversations. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool to bring some of you in? And that is what I'm opening up to the lowest tier of my membership. It's $5. It's the bronze level membership. And if you do that, I will do Zoom calls where we get together and we have candid, non-recorded conversation. Yes, it's a Zoom call. It won't be recorded. It won't be broadcast. It won't be published. It's just a way for us, me and you, to interact with each other in a very organic way, because we are on our best behavior when we should shoot our live streams. After the cameras stop rolling and we exit the live stream, we tend to relax and we tend to get into it. And I'm not talking, this is going to be called the R-rated show because there's no holds barred here. This is really just a Zoom call. We shoot the S, and we get together and talk about what we love about slot cars. So that's generally what we're about there. That's the bronze level membership. The next level of membership we have is a silver level membership. It's $15. Now, these are all Canadian dollars, so whatever that equates to in your currency is probably like peanuts. But at $15, what you do get is you get access to the members-only live stream. And that's a very intimate setting because there's, over the live streams, I have a lot of guests, I have a lot of questions, but I never really get to converse with you guys one-on-one. Now, you've seen the hobby live stream that we do on Sunday. It's almost going to be like that. It might even be the hobby live stream just to members. And the reason for that is because in those live streams, I really want to get to answer questions and really help you out with whatever it is that I can help out with. And that's not to say I have all the answers. That's just to say that I maybe have more tech solutions or, one thing I know is cameras, and maybe I know a little bit more, and I knew a couple of tricks. We can talk about AI. We can talk about all these little things that a bigger setting might not be interested in. So by becoming a silver level member, you get that, kind of one-on-one situation with me. The other thing that you get is a 25% off discount at Conquest Lair. So it's a big discount, and it will help you maybe get some cool merchandise. I don't know. And on top of that, we do free member-only giveaways to silver members in that. And whatever that is, it might be a car, it might be a shirt, it might be whatever it is. It's once every half year. So we'll do a giveaway once every half year. And then the final level of membership is my gold members. And this one is the big one. It's $50 Canadian per month. But this is very different. This is a one-on-one session with me. So you get a one-on-one session with me on Zoom or Teams, whatever it is. And I really help you with branding, YouTube development, script development, video, cameras, whatever it is. You also get free merch from one piece of merch from Conquest Lair every half year. So you get a free t-shirt every half year. So 2 t-shirts a year for free. You just pick it, you tell me what you need, and we'll ship it to you. The last thing that I do as well is you'll be entered into a tech giveaway for the year. So gold membership is for the elite. It's going to be very small. I don't expect to have a lot of gold members. I'm surprised to have one, but he's a very special friend. So I appreciate him a lot for doing it. And I'm amazed that I actually have a gold member. But basically with the gold membership, it's really about a one-on-one experience. And, it's something where we're more mentoring each other as we take this journey of YouTube. It's a very, very intimate setting. So anyway, that's long story short. This is the memberships that I have. If you're interested, please sign up. This is the first and last time I will be mentioning my memberships. I do not intend to make this a common thread, but I just wanted to let you know that it was there. And that wraps up Track Tech and Toys episode 7. Let me know in the comments below what you love, what you hate. If you hate me for having memberships, let me know. It doesn't matter. That's what it's all about. We're a community. We're here to help each other. We're here to, discuss situations and make each other better. If you have any questions about any of the kits that I've got, the tech that I've got, I put the description below on Fred and his helper. If you want any information about that, let me know. Other than that, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having fun. And until next time, have fun on Rails, y'all. Take care.